I think, like, obviously frustrating not getting wins. There's no doubt about it. Like, we're all competitive. You want to win. And I think at the same time, though, it's been promising given the way that we've been playing and the way we've progressed throughout the season. Like, we've drastically got better. We've been getting more opportunities, and now it's just finding a way to get the back of the net. So I'd say the spirits are high still. There's obviously a little bit of frustration, but at the same time, the group is just so close-knit, and we're still very positive, which is what all you can ask for in a situation like this. Yeah, it's nice being back at D. You get to see a lot, but I think the biggest adjustment that we made in this last game was our spacing in the O zone. So we worked a lot on just kind of still having a net front present, but not like cramming the net so much, so that if there are those loose pucks, we're on like good angles to try to get those rebounds. So I think the group did a really good job in the last game of having really good spacing, and it showed. Our O zone time was drastically more. We were able to cover loose pucks, so that was really great to see. But yeah, I think overall it's just we just need to clean up some areas and just like bear down on some of the 50-50 puck battles to be able to get those deep. And I mean, there's so much offensive talent on this team that we're going to find the back of the net. We just got to stick with it. There's no doubt it was an emotional to see a player like Joss leave our group, and someone that Blair and I have relied on heavily to support the team. She's been a huge player for this organization. But I think Blair made a really good point heading into that first Ottawa game. She kind of talked about like no one is going to replace Joss, and she's obviously a big void that we're going to have to like work ways to fill. But I think the great thing about this team is we have a lot of leaders, a lot of people that don't have letters or who aren't even in the leadership group who exemplify leadership every single day. And I think everyone recognized that Joss played a big part, but they can also play a big part in just the way that they come to the rink each day and the mindset that they bring. They don't have to be the loudest person, but I just think if they're leading by example, that's what Joss did. So it definitely was shocking, but I think the group has kind of settled in a little bit now. Yeah, it's been great. Savs and I, we've been friends for a long time now, so I'm very thankful that we were so familiar with each other already. Obviously, like getting used to playing with each other again, I think we picked up like really quickly, but it's great to have someone that you're so comfortable with to have this transition with, and I think we're going to build our game together. I think there's so much potential, especially from an offensive side of the game. She sees the game really well from an offensive side, so I'm excited to see kind of how we can build together, but definitely felt nice knowing that we have that comfort already going into it.
Yeah, I don't think anything's really changed. I think we're be nice to see maybe a little bit better start. I thought we were slow starting the other night in Vancouver, but as the game went on, I thought we controlled a big chunk of the play. It's that's just not good enough. I mean, at this level, obviously we got to find ways to keep the puck out of our net, and we got to find ways to put some of those good offensive chances away. But yeah, definitely still trending in the right direction. Mostly, like a lot of times when we juggle, there's still kind of two people that almost always stay together, like on each line. Like we don't juggle the whole lines. We juggled a little bit today. We actually put Malte in the middle on the third line. Just seeing what we can get. She's good on draws. She's tenacious down low. Gives us some depth down the middle. I also wanted to give Miller a little bit more of an opportunity offensively, and then I think Confer's been playing really, really well, so I would like to give her a more consistent opportunity offensively as well. So just continue to change things, and no real adjustments on the back end. We'll keep those two partners together, but try to maybe not get as many minutes from Renata as she had last game. I think it was a little bit much after a long travel game like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just the ozone play stuff. You have to take some chances to be able to create offense, and I think right now it's sort of like our D are getting in the hands of the forwards, and we're hoping the forwards will produce the offense, but our D have to get involved. You got to get 4 on attacks, you got to get 4 in the offensive zone, and if not 5 at times. So I'd just like to see more of a team effort offensively instead of just the D thinking get the puck to the forwards and the forwards will produce. And also, I really have liked just the timeliness of some of our power play goals as well. Like our power play is starting to win some of those special teams battles on a given night, and doing that, they've also increased the power play percentage. So been happy with that, trending in the right direction. Yeah, we hope the end of that game, some of the saves she makes, hopefully that's where she'll pick up moving forward. I think she knows. I mean, she's been a pro for a while now, and she's has a ton of experience. She knows she needs to be better early on. It's tough when you're chasing games, right? So if you get down by 1 or 2 or 3, it's really tough in this league to get back in it. And a big part of that's on our whole team and everybody. But I think Soupy would take her fair share of the criticism in that area. But like I said, she looked really good late in that game and kept it interesting. I think if she can continue to do that, good things will happen for her. I don't know if it wasn't a conscious effort to necessarily sit first-year players. It was just, sometimes you got to shorten it to get people going. A lot of times it's just to see what kind of spark you can light. We thought with the little line adjustments that we made in that game, it gave us a little bit of energy. A lot of times it's not predetermined. You try it, you get a few reps through it, and you like the direction you're going, so you just stick with it. The tough part with that is anytime you shorten it, there's some casualties that come with it, and they generally understand that sometimes they're on the right side of those decisions and sometimes they're on the wrong side.
And experience is just, you always lean on that at the end.
For sure. I mean, it's, although I think the depth has drastically improved even from last year to this year, I still think when the going gets tough, it's not a 4-line league. There's very few teams in the league that are going to play all 4 lines and all 6 or 7 D. So when it gets tight, you probably got to shorten it up. A great play, kind of happened off a broken play, but that's just what kind of separates her from just about everybody. She sticks with it. She's got a desire and a hunger to score, and she's never out. Like, if you don't take her stick or if you don't take away the body, she'll find a way to get something on it, like she always does. So I think it's a good lesson to everybody that you stay with plays. You never know when something's good going to happen with it. And that's just the type of player and the type of person she is. She'll stick with it for sure.